I think because I have a mind for culture. So when I went to London, that was the farthest I've been from home. Um, I spent some time in, I guess, a middle class area with a lot of like African immigrants, and I thought that was really impactful because my thought of London was like a lot of, white people, and just a lot of white people moving back and forth in like dark coats and stuff like that. But there's a huge Caribbean population, huge African population across Europe, and they make their presence known by the restaurants and whatnot, and the languages spoken, and I thought that was dope. And then I think that what's really cool about that is that you have different twists, like diasporic twists on depending on the location. So an American Jamaican, it has a very different cultural imprint, I would say, rather than like a London Jamaican. So I thought that was interesting.
Also,
Like I think a London Jamaican holds on to a lot more. Like I think a London Jamaican has a lot more like Jamaican culture within their nuances. Rather a American Jamaican, at least the people that I know, um, have assimilated a little bit more, And then you have the Toronto Jamaican, which is like a lot like the London Jamaican, in fact, in that they have more of the Jamaican flavor within their nuances. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Um, but yeah, I went to London. I thought that was really fun, and DC again. I look for culture. There's like the highest population of Ethiopian people outside of Ethiopia is in DC, which is dope. And I get excited about those things, like how has the culture been manifested into this place? How is it expressing themselves in this place? And it's just the fact that like this is my home, like America, but like I get to experience the homes of others, in a sense. I love that. Went to Montreal to practice French, and that was a mistake because like Montreal is a bilingual city, so if they hear you trying to practice French, they will take the path of least resistance, which is English, and they won't let you practice at all. So if you're trying to practice French and you're like not a perfect French speaker, don't go to Montreal. California is really cool. I've been there, and I think just geographically, it's like beautiful. I think that if people want to experience the beauty of America, you should go to California. Just you have the redwood trees, of course, and the Pacific Ocean is just totally different from the Atlantic. It feels like an ocean, like it's not tepid like the Atlantic. Huge waves. You can see dolphins and whales in there. Um, and you have like the valley. Like California is like a magical land, straight up. Like I've only been there for like a week, but I would go back just for the sights.